Hello viewers, welcome to our special program, and we're celebrating Eid al-Fitr in the Embassy of Iran with Ambassador of Iran to Ethiopia, Djibouti and the African Union, and we would like to say Eid Mubarak for all Muslims. I am Bitlim Tashala with my colleague Jonas Sasras. So stay with us, Ambassador. Eid Mubarak.
Thank you very much. Eid Mubarak to you and the Muslim community of Ethiopia as well.
And we are happy to have you.
Welcome to the Embassy of the Islamic Republic of Iran in Addis Ababa.
Thank you very much. So how the celebration of it is going on?
Let me start with this verses of Quran. Ya ayyuha bismillahir rahmanir rahim. يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم. That means the believers, we ordered you to fast as we ordered the religions before you. Now we are in Ramadan month. That is the fasting month of Muslims. And as I know, there is also Abi festival or Abi for Ethiopian who are in the Christian community who are fasting. Let me commemorate the coincidence of the Abi and Ramadan. Congratulations for Muslim and Christian community for coinciding this very important event for both the believers of the both religions.
Wow, that's great.
So the verses that I recited showing that giving the instruction to the Muslim that we order you to fast as we ordered to the other religions before you. That means for Christians and maybe Jewish and maybe other religions. So it shows that fasting does not belong only to the Muslim community. It belongs to the human being.
As you said, we are just celebrating this Eid al-Fitr with Iranian ambassador to Ethiopia and to Djibouti and to African Union, Ambassador Akbar Razail. And just you have already just said, thanks to the time that he has given us to celebrate this holiday. Is there anything peculiar to Iran just celebrating this particular holiday?
My country's population, almost 95% are Muslim. So in Iran, they celebrate Ramadan month, and consequently they celebrate Eid al-Fitr. Actually, let me give you some point about that. The Eid of Eid al-Fitr is not only a religious event. In my country, there are some ceremonies, there are some traditions. Some of them is religious, but some of them is not limited to religious. It is social affairs. It is a social tradition. For example, in my country, in Eid al-Fitr, at the beginning of Eid, they congratulate to each other. When you congratulate to the families, to the friends, that means you are going to send them some signals that, oh, you take care of them. You remind them to keep them, their names, them in your mind. That is not only a religious. It shows that you have a social communication with the people around you. So that is one point. Another point, you are going to the Salatul Eid, the praying. There is a praying of Eid in the beginning of the day of Eid. So you gather in one place. For example, in Musalla, we call it Musalla. You gather in mosques. Okay, so the people gathering in one place for 1 hour, 2 hours. So this is also another indication of the social aspect of Eid, that the people gather in one place, as you do it here in Eid al-Fitr. In the praying, Eid praying, you gather in one place. It is apart from beyond the religious aspects. It's showing sympathy of the people gathering in one place. So you forget about the religious aspect of it, because the religious aspect exists. But you see a lot of people, thousands of people gathering in one place, okay, to celebrate, to pray for the good health, to pray for a prosperity of the country. This is, I think. And the third point about the tradition that we have in my country, and also you have here for Muslim community, is donating zakat. That means at the end of Ramadan, it is insisted that you give some amount of money to the poor people, to the needed people. That means it is the donation of a money to the poor people. It's a kind of a social affair. It's a kind of human being. It is not limited to the Muslim community. It is not limited to Christian community. It is even the people who doesn't have any the religious belief. They donate. So you see that there is also the third point of the social affairs, social aspect of the Eid al-Fitr. So we celebrate, and the one of the tradition is wearing the new dresses, new and very very what do you call it, attractive, colorful dresses, to show that. When you see a lot of people wearing the new dresses in one place, it gives you happiness for everybody.
It gives hope.
Yeah, exactly. So you see that the Eid is not just a very ordinary religious festival. It is, I think it's my belief, the Eid, and of course the fasting month, Ramadan or Abi or any other names. I don't know the other names in other countries, in other nations. But no matter that what type of fasting you are going to do, because for the fasting type is a little different from the in Christian is a little different from Muslim, but there is a core, and that is fasting.
Yeah.
That is fasting. That is, you are going to give some rest to your body, not to eat more, not to to limit your eating, to show that if one day it gives some empathy to you, to understand what's going on with the poor people. They don't have a lot of things to eat. They don't have enough food to eat. And in fasting month, in Ramadan or in Abi, you have the same experience. That, how is feeling of nothing have any enough food, and what's going on with your body, with you, even with your psychology, because you have, of course, there are a big difference between feeling of the poor people and the people, because you have it, you don't want to eat, but they don't have it. That is the big difference. But anyway, let's go to the aspects of the religious and social aspects of and dimensions of fasting and Eid. I think Eid al-Fitr is one of the big festival, big celebration in the world, in human community, not is limited to the Muslim community. That is.
Is it a difference between Eid al-Fitr and Eid Qadr or Qadr?
Yeah.
Is that? No, I don't think so. But I may not pronounce it correctly.
Yeah, that is Eid al-Qadr is, showing that the mission of the Prophet Muhammad, okay, it is not cut because the Prophet Muhammad did a lot, as Prophet Jesus did it. They suffered. They suffered. They were under pressure to leave their mission, their spiritual mission from Allah, but they didn't do it. When they did it, they ended their mission. So they should be thinking about the continuing of this mission. And Eid al-Qadr is Eid, celebrating for the continuing of that mission.
Ambassador, have you been to Mecca, Medina for Hajj?
Yeah, I've been 2 times.
Okay. Can you explain the importance of Hajj in general?
When we are talking about the Hajj, there are 2 types of Hajj, Umrah and Tamattu. The first Umrah is for the people that are going to just to visit Mecca, to see a holy place, actually holy mosque. But the Tamattu is for the people who can do it. It is for one time. It's enough for Tamattu. So there are some difference in the, we call it a'mal, the practices between Umrah and Tamattu. So, but it is very attractive experience, not only for me but also for all the Muslim, people, and they would like to visit there, because it is not a journey. It is not a pure journey. It is a spiritual journey. That means when you are going to decide to go to Mecca as a Hajj, you have to do a lot of things. If you have some, something with somebody, you have done something wrong behavior with somebody, you have to go and apologize from him. If you have some payment of money to somebody, you have to pay it. That means a kind of the last journey. It's a kind of dying, passing away. That means if somebody be informed that, you are going to be die tomorrow, so he's going to do something right, to stop something wrong. It is something. It's a journey, something like that. So it's important. It's a kind of experience for the last journey.
How long it has been since you became ambassador, or you came to Ethiopia?
Yeah, it is about 9 months I'm here.
I think you had a lot of time to observe and to see
Yes,
people of Addis Ababa, particularly the Muslim community in Addis Ababa.
Yes.
So what's your all-over impression about?
Since 9 months ago I'm here, I'm enjoying living with the people who are kind, who are humble, who are lovely, and I'm taking the opportunity to appreciate for the people of Ethiopia, people of Addis Ababa, for their hospitalities, from the government officials for their supporting me to do my job as ambassador here.
We are celebrating Eid al-Fitr here. That's why we too are joining you, by the way, in connection with celebrating this particular holiday. Now, Bethlehem, I think you may ask the question as well. It's about the relationship between the two countries, particularly the people to people, yes.
Relations, yeah. We know that the two nations have had historical relations, long-standing relations before 75 years ago, right?
Let me clarify it for you and explain more about the relation between the two nations. You know, if we want to talk about the relation between the two nations, it is divided in two groups. One is, you know, the ancient and historical relations, and the second is diplomatic ties. You know, when we are talking about the ancient relations, it is back to more than 2,500 years ago. That means the era of Persia Empire and Aksum Empire. So they have had some contacts to each other, but how, I don't know exactly, because, you know, there are some different words about it. Some they you know, the Iranian Empire wants to widespread, you know, the land of its empire, and they came to the north part of the Aksum Empire. They have maybe some messengers to each other to have their relations. This is the ancient part of the relations. But
there might be trade relations at that time, yes?
Surely, because when we are talking about the two civilizations, surely they have had something to share to each other. Maybe you have had something to sell it to the Iranian Empire, Persian Empire, and they have had something to give it to your empire. But what the point is important, that is 2,500 years ago, there have been civilization in Iranian land and Ethiopian land on those era. So it shows that when I'm sitting here as ambassador of the Islamic Republic of Iran, my historical background back to more than 3,000 years ago, okay, the civilized, history. And you sit here as Ethiopian citizens, your historical background goes to at least 2,500 years ago, the civilized, history. So it is important. And this is the ancient part of the relations. But about the current relations, yes, it backs to 75 years ago. But I think it is not the small number. It is a big number. It is 75 years ago that in 1949, the two nations decided to establish diplomatic relations. Immediately after that, Iran established its embassy here. That maybe in entrance of the embassy, you have seen the photos of all the ambassadors since the beginning, since 75 years ago. So we see that we have very rich relations. 75 years in the modern diplomatic era, and the relations in the ancient and historical background. So it is, I think, considerable. That's the motivation for us to see that what we have had in bilateral relations, so we can utilize it, we can make them be realized.
Yeah, have you tasted dorowet or mitmita like that?
Yeah, I like, I like injera with the sausage that you prepare it with meat or, chicken. I like it. But for the other types of the foods, no, I haven't tasted it, but I like it. Injera, I like it.
What about from Iran? Which one is the staple food of Iranian people?
I have a lot, but let me tell you something. We have kebab, is the traditional food of Iran. I mean, the main food. We have abgusht. It is it made from meat, water, and some beans, and some potatoes or the onion. Yeah, they put it in, and some the sausage. They put it in, and then they cook it. It's called abgusht, very famous in Iran. And also we have juje kebab, we have fesenjan, made of walnut and meat and some kind of, spices. And we have qurme sabzi, it's made of some vegetables, meat and, some kind of spices. And now we have tahjin, it's made of rice and meat, but a specific part of the meat.
Mm-hmm.
And if I tell you, give the
There are
list,
lots,
it will
yeah.
take,
So
a
we
lot
also
of time.
having the sweets here. I think these are the Iranian culture sweets, right?
Yeah. It
Yeah,
is.
so-
For Ramadan, we have specific types of foods that, because when you are fasting, the body there are some changes in the body. Mm-hmm. So you need something that meet your needs immediately. Because of that, in Ramadan we use the sweet candies, the sweet foods, because the type of the sugar give you energy very fast. So we have in Ramadan, it is very specific for Ramadan, bamia that you see, and zulbia also you see. This is made of eggs, made of sugar, and some type of flour. So it's only in Ramadan you can find it in Iran.
There is egg here?
No, it is made inside, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's made of egg too.
Eggs too,
So
eggs too, and also saffron. You know saffron?
No.
It's
so what's kind of
it's a kind of the dried vegetable that very expensive.
Okay.
Maybe 1 kilo is $2,000 or $3,000. Yeah, it's very expensive.
Oh.
They sell it by gram.
Its nutrition is very high, I think. Nutritional values.
It is, it is good for you. It makes the people be happy.
Okay.
Yeah. So it is very expensive because the nutrition is very valuable. So because of that it is expensive. So they put it, and we have also dates, the specific dates of Iran.
Can we taste it?
Yeah,
Which one?
Yeah, please,
The dates.
please.
Yeah.
Let me.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. It's also pistachio. I don't know you like it or not. Yeah.
Yeah, I've already tasted it. It's very tasty. It's good.
You.
But what is the name?
This is zulbia.
Zolbia,
Yeah,
okay.
this is bamia. These two zulbia, these two bamia.
Okay, that's good. So there are people who produce here in Ethiopia, or it's
No,
imported
no,
from
I don't
Iran?
think so. I don't think
Okay.
so, because it is.
It's cultural.
It is, I can say, it's a unique food of Iran. Maybe in some neighboring country of Iran they cook it because they learned from the Iranian culture, Iranian chef, to cook it in their countries because it is very attractive.
Yes,
And
is there a Iranian restaurant here in Addis Ababa?
no, unfortunately,
Because there is no many Iranians here.
unfortunately, there is no. But if one Iranian chef asks me to do it,
Okay.
I will advise him to do it because I know that the people in Ethiopia, at least in Addis Ababa, I see that they are going to restaurant too much.
Of course, yes.
Yeah.
Too
So
much, yeah.
when there is a tradition that the people going to the restaurant, so why not we give this opportunity to Ethiopian people to taste the Iranian. So ladies first.
Thank you.
I think it is one of the ways that strengthens people-to-people ties. I don't know how it is eaten.
It's just like mushabbak, I think.
Maybe, I don't know, maybe it is in Arabic language, is mushabbak. I destroyed your decoration.
No, that's okay.
That is,
That's great.
that's a kind of hospitality that because I'm hosting you.
Yes,
So when I'm hosting you, that
This is
means
part of the cultural exchange.
yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. It is my job to serve you with the Iranian, sweet candies, pistachio, date. This is called gaz. This it is candy, the sweet, but the sweet is not from sugar. It is a naturally. There is a paste. There is a tree in Iran. The sweet of this gas is natural. Is not from sugar. It is from the paste of a kind of tree. The tree called gas.
I just want to mention about the culture of Iran regarding, nashida or music.
For the music, we have a lot of things to say, to talk about it. The music, the very classified and professional music I'm talking about. It belongs to thousands of years ago. It is said that one of the Iranian scientists, not musician, scientist, who was astronomist, who was a physician, he also was professional in music. One day, the king of the time king of Iran be informed that this scientist is very professional in music, and he ordered to recall him to his palace. And after that, he said that, "Oh, I've heard that you are a very professional in music. I didn't know that. I thought that you are scientists, you are astronomist, you are physician, doctor. It belongs to 1,000 years ago." He said, "Yes, I'm professional. Do you want to show you what's going on?" I said, "Oh, show it." And he said, "Look, I'm going to use, the music instruments. Now I'm going to play a music that the people be happy." And he did it. And the people around, in the hall of, the palace showed their happiness. And after that, he said that I'm playing a kind of music that can the people be sad. And he did it. And then he said that I'm going to play music that make the people to go to sleep, to feel that they need to sleep. And he did it. So, yes, from the ancient era, we have had the music, the traditional music, and at the time, the current time, we have different types of music like other countries. The new and modern, the music, and the traditional music. Yeah.
So the story that you've told us, it's a kind of myth in Iran, or it shows the starting point of the Iranian music?
It is the second, because since the past, the history of the music instruments shows that we have had a very strong background for music industry. Because when we are talking about the music, it is not just music. You need some instruments. You need to know how to make the instruments. So it shows that we have had very strong music sector, music activities in my country since thousands of years ago.
Okay, Ambassador, so you personally, are you familiar with Iranian music?
I personally, my favorite is a traditional music. That we have some musicians that are very famous and are very famous, and the people like them. Yeah, but my personally, yeah.
Yeah, so
But I
can you
don't.
mention?
But I no. Yeah, I'm not professional in music, but I like to listen.
Are you going to ask him to perform or to sing?
No.
I think reciting the Quran is better than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he can recite an additional Quran.
Oh, let me recite from Quran that talking about the Ramadan.
Okay.
Yeah, it says that Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن هدى للناس وبينات من الهدى والفرقان. That means, we have a Quran, like Bible you have it. It says that شهر رمضان, the month of Ramadan, أنزل فيه القرآن. We send it in Ramadan. We send it Quran. The Quran says, and the continues says that Quran is for the guidance of the people who wants to be guided. So apart from that, Ramadan is a month of fasting. It is the month of sending the Quran. Okay. That is very holy for us, the holy book for us, for the Muslim people. So that is the reciting Quran that you asked. Yeah.
Thank you.
I was thinking about the cultural similarities in Iran and Ethiopia. There are lots, but three of them just I want to mention about it. As I know, in Ethiopia, the family is the base of your community. You respect and you take care of the family too much. You are very interested about the family. When I'm talking about the family, that is not only having a house, having the wife or husband. No, I'm talking about the bondage of the family. So it is very important when you have family, when you respect family, when you consider the family. That means you have stability in your country, in your community. That is very important. That is exactly what we have in Iran. Because in some countries, some people, they don't care about the family. You know about it better than me. And the second point is respecting to the elders. When a person try doing his best or her best to grow up the children, okay, to do their job as a husband, as a wife. So the years going fast, and he or she going to be old, not able to do a lot of things, but they have done a lot of things in the past. They have his or her job in sake of children, in sake of the couple, in sake of establishing the family. Now he's not able to do a lot of things. So there is a new and young generation. The young generation in Ethiopia has learned to respect them because they understand that the elders have done a lot of things for them to grow up. Yeah. This is the point that we have also in my country, and this is the second similarity. And the third similarity is considering and respecting the moral values. I'm talking about in general. Yeah. As I know, as I have seen in Ethiopia, at least in Addis Ababa, and I have had a lot of communication, contacts with the people, Ethiopian people, I have understood that there is a respectness to the moral values. So it is the same story in Iran, in my country. So of course we have some other, points, and let me add more for it, and it is marriage. I see that in Ethiopia, the wedding ceremonies and the marriage is very important. When the couple decide to marry each other, they celebrate it. I see them on the streets. They use the cars, to make noises, to inform the people now there is something special, and that is marriage. And I think they are connecting to each other, because when you are going to respect the family and you want to choose to put the family on the base on the foundation of the community, you have to respect to the marriage. So I think these are the similar cultural similarities of the two people.
Ambassador, you made me ask you another question here.
Yes.
You told her that you came here 50 years ago. At that time, I think Addis Ababa. And now, what change have you observed?
There have been big changes that you can find it, you can feel it. On that time, If you look at the, the buildings, the civilization, the streets, the airport, the level of the economy of the country. So you see a lot of positive changes. Yeah, and congratulations to the leadership of the country that doing his job very well to make sure that the country is going on the direction of the development.
I think another day, Ambassador, I would like to meet you to discuss on the trade, investment, and the other bilateral relations of the two countries, and also the relation between the African continent and Iran.
Yeah, you mentioned about the business and trade. Can I say something here that I'm sure that you will broadcast? We have at the end of the April, we have Iran Expo by attending of the businessman from Iran. From around the world in Tehran. So we have already informed the Chamber of Commerce. We have already informed the business people from Ethiopia to attend.
The expo is going to be held in Iran.
In Iran, yeah. Iran. That is annual event.
Okay.
So from here, I take advantage of this opportunity to invite the business people from Ethiopia to attend that event. That I think it is important. Last year, almost 30 Ethiopian businessmen attended that event. This year, I'm hopeful to see the increased number of that, and see that tens of Ethiopian businessmen attend this event. That I think big opportunity to get familiar with the Iranian industry, and also at the same time to have their B2B negotiations with the Iranian companies.
That's great, Ambassador. So let us wrap up, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So can we cut the cake?
Thank you very much.
Of the Eid al-Fitr. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Let us free up this place.
Okay.
Yes.
To all Muslim community in Ethiopia, I don't know what is called in Amharic language Eid Mubarak, but I think it is Eid Mubarak. They understand.
Yeah, they understand.
Persian language we say Eid Shoma Mubarak.
Oh, right.
It is almost the same.
No. So on behalf of Addis Media Network, we have brought this guest ambassador in honor of you. So in the celebration of Eid al-Fitr.
Let me express my appreciation from the management of the TV, Addis Media TV, and I hope the best for you. I wish good health and prosperity and the peace and security for your country, Ethiopia, and for the continent and for all of the world, from Allah. And I hope to see you again for another interview.
Thank you. Thank you, Ambassador.
So,
Ambassador, just we are also grateful for your time, for your willingness to celebrate Eid al-Fitr with you. In connection with the celebration of Eid al-Fitr, I think Eid al-Fitr, as we know, it is the end of the holy month Ramadan.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So it's great to just celebrating Eid al-Fitr with the Iranian ambassador to Ethiopia, Djibouti, and the African Union. Well, everyone, we have celebrated Eid al-Fitr here at the Iranian embassy with the ambassador. He has just shared us his insights about the people of Iran, how Eid al-Fitr celebrated there, and other issues of the Ethiopian people and the Iranian people. We had a great time just celebrating this Eid al-Fitr with my colleague Betalem Teshale. We thank you for your time, you all, until we meet you with another similar program in another occasion. We would like to say thank you, goodbye.